Why does the same pain keep repeating in your life? Can I tell you something strange? Some people spend years repeating the same emotional pain without realizing life may actually be trying to teach them something. Think about it. Why do some people keep attracting the same kind of heartbreak? Why do some people constantly feel abandoned even with different people? Why does the same emotional pain keep returning, just wearing different faces? Different people, same wound. Different situations, same feeling. That's not random. And later in this video, I'm going to explain why some struggles may continue repeating until something inside us finally changes. Because what spirituality calls karma may not be punishment at all. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Anita Arun and I am an Akashic record reader. Today we're talking about karma. But probably not in the way you have heard before. Because honestly, most people hear the word karma and immediately think punishment. You hurt someone, now bad things will happen to you. But what if karma is actually much deeper than that? What if karma is not about revenge, but awareness? What if life keeps repeating certain experiences because the soul is trying to grow through them? And honestly, once I started seeing karma this way, I began looking at my own life very differently. So, let's talk about the pattern you can't escape. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed a pattern in your life that keeps repeating no matter how much you try to move on? Maybe the same heartbreak, the same friendship problems, the same fear of rejection, the same self-doubt, the same emotional exhaustion. And after some time, you begin asking, why does this keep happening with me? Now here's where it gets interesting. Spiritually, many teachings believe repeated patterns are repeated lessons. Not punishment, lessons. Kind of like failing a chapter in school and having to study it again. And before you stop listening, I am not saying painful experiences are your fault. That's important. Spirituality should never be used to shame people for suffering. But sometimes life keeps bringing us similar emotional situations until awareness happens. And honestly, most of us are repeating something. For example, maybe someone spends their whole life trying to make everyone happy. They constantly sacrifice themselves, overgive, ignore their own needs. And somehow they keep ending up emotionally drained and unappreciated. Different people, same lesson. Or maybe someone deeply fears abandonment and they keep attracting emotionally unavailable people. Not because they are bad, not because they deserve pain, but maybe because life is trying to show them a wound they haven't healed yet. And this is where karma becomes emotional. Because what if the universe is not punishing you? What if life is trying to show you something? Awareness is where patterns begin to break. Let me explain karma in the simplest way possible. Imagine a child touching a hot stove. The child touches it once, it hurts, and naturally they learn not to touch it again. The pain was not punishment. It was experience, creating awareness. Many spiritual teachings believe karma works similarly. Life teaches through experience. And honestly, most of our biggest lessons did come through experience. Heartbreak, loss, failure, betrayal. Pain changes people, sometimes more than comfort ever could. Now here's the part that changed how I see karma completely. What if your biggest struggle is also your soul's biggest lesson? Think about that for a second. What if the thing you keep fighting emotionally is exactly the area your soul is trying to grow through? Maybe your struggle with boundaries is teaching self-worth. Maybe your fear of rejection is teaching self-love. Maybe your loneliness is teaching connection with yourself. Maybe your heartbreak is teaching you not to abandon yourself anymore. And honestly, sometimes the lesson only becomes clear years later. I want you to think honestly for a moment. What emotional pattern keeps repeating in your life? Trust, fear, control, people pleasing, abandonment, difficulty receiving love? Sometimes awareness itself is the beginning of healing. Let's see the part most people misunderstand. Now let's clear something up. Karma is not bad people suffer. Because honestly, sometimes kind people go through incredibly painful experiences. Life is much more complex than simple reward and punishment. And this is why I personally don't believe karma should be used fearfully. Karma is not spiritual revenge. It's energetic learning. It's growth, awareness, completion. Now, let's go a little deeper. Some spiritual traditions believe certain emotional patterns can continue across lifetimes. Again, you don't have to blindly believe this. Just stay open-minded. The idea is, sometimes fears or emotional struggles may not begin only in this lifetime. For example, someone may have intense fear around trust, water, visibility, money, love, or abandonment, without understanding why it feels so deep. And spiritually, Some believe unresolved emotional energy can continue till healing happens. Now, whether you see this spiritually or psychologically, unresolved emotions absolutely affect human behavior. And honestly, many people feel this intuitively. Like, why does this fear feel older than this lifetime? But here's the most important thing I want you to remember from this video. Maybe you are not cursed. Maybe life is not against you. Maybe certain patterns keep repeating because awareness has not fully happened yet. And once awareness comes, patterns can begin changing. And that's why healing matters. Because healed people stop repeating pain. Pain spreads, but healing spreads too. Sometimes karma looks like finally setting boundaries, finally choosing yourself, finally walking away, finally forgiving, realizing your worth, breaking a cycle your family repeated for generations. That is karma too. Transformation is karma too. So maybe karma is not punishment after all. Maybe karma is life continuously trying to guide the soul towards awareness, healing, and growth. And maybe the patterns in your life are not there to destroy you. Maybe they are there to wake you up. In the next videos, we're going to go deeper into all of these topics. Soul contracts, soul families, spiritual vows, repeated emotional cycles, and eventually Akashic records. And we'll keep talking about all of it in very simple language. If this video connected with you, tell me in the comments. What is one emotional pattern you think life has been trying to teach you through? Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.